Hello everybody, Speedrun here. Let's learn how to set up our cinematic mode. This is a very cool way to showcase your maps. You can create cameras that will make a video for you. And first of all, I'll press M to hide all the models. And right here I have in the view option, view lights, which I want to hide, sounds and effects. Okay. Right now, I can also, in the view options, set the skybox. And I want to see that sky. Okay, so I found the sky right here. And I can rotate. And there's the moon. Okay. This will make our render looks even nicer. Now I can close this view option and start to set up my cameras. So when you are on cinematic mode or F9, you can see that at somewhere in your map you create a camera. And that's the very first camera. Notice that there is no undo option yet for this mode. It's still under development, but you can already use it and create something cool with it. Now I need to create our animation length, and I can just drag and drop. Click and drag, or I can just type a random number, and that's set up our first camera. Now if I want to create a new camera, I need to double click somewhere, so about here, and this is the camera position, and now I have created the next camera. I will bring this to Frontera center, but a bit more far apart of the other camera, of course. And you can see that these are the keyframes, these little green dots. And if I increase, you can see that the amount of keyframes in between has also increased. So the time from here to here, it's much longer, and I have more keyframes. But I'll set about 2. Okay, so these are our first 2. If you want to keep on the same level, you can simply copy the setting from one to another. So the first one, you need to click on it, and you can see that it's 19.5. And then I can come here and say 19.5, and you can see that they are almost in the same height. Now remember, there is no undo function, and if you mess up something, you need to fix manually. So camera 1 and camera 2. Now let's create a third camera. Okay, our third camera is created. Continuing, I bring this camera to about center as well, and this time I want to bring it up. So what's going to happen is, from the first starting point, it will go until here and then face it up. And if I turn back my models, and click next to the recording button. There is a checkbox is saying preview animation in main viewport. So if I drag and drop the timeline, you can see that the animation has been playing. Now you can now see that the direction is not exactly what I want. So camera rotation keyframe, we can change that to be look at the movement direction. And what that will do is like look straight to the next camera. But here it will look up, which is not cool as well. So we can try fixed direction, and now it will always be fixed. Okay. Right here we can uncheck this box so we can continue to edit. I want to try to make a curve. Okay. So I need one more camera. I will create one more camera about 7 seconds. And I will bring this camera to this direction right now. Okay. So about a straight line. Okay. And now I can see how that's looking first. So it goes here, and actually it didn't change. So I could try to create another camera here and say fixed direction. But afterwards, I create one more and I'll say look at the movement direction. And then here as well, look at the movement direction. It will glitch a little bit, but you can see that it's creating this nice transition here. And let's see if we play how it looks. Goes up, and a nice turn, and goes down. Okay, so now I can stop the recording button, trying to. Okay, so let's say I would like to have a curve on the camera number 2. So I click on the camera number 2, and there are a few settings. If I click and drag, you can see that creates a curve. So I create a curve here, and on the next camera I create a curve like this. And I actually want this to be a bit down here, and create a lower angle camera, so something like, let's just play with this. Something like this. And I can continue to add more and more cameras. But now you are the artist. Okay. So I'll click play, and turn like this, and you can see that here has finished. So you can continue to create your own camera. I'll just add one more, just for reference purpose. Before we render a video, okay? So now I can say I bring this camera here. Let me check my Browedit folder first, because this video will be saved on your Browedit folder. Okay. So now I have the third one there, and I can check how it looks. And of course I need to add one more keyframe here and fix direction or movement direction. And now I can click back the modules turn on, and you can see that this is the video. Okay, and this was the tutorial. Now we just need to render the video, and to render the video you just need to click on this recording video. Right now I have no option to close if you click there. So you choose the frames per second, resolution, and the quality. Lower equal better, so I'll just leave as it is and say record. So right now it's actually creating a video for me, and we have it. So after a little bit of time, about 5 minutes, if I go to my Browedit folder, you'll see a file called video, and I'll open with my Media Player Classic. Here you can see that it has recorded for me this amazing video. So you can create something really cool, spend a little bit of time, and this is a very nice feature in Browedit 3. It's the first time that I actually see this feature in Ragnarok. Amazing, really nice. And I hope you actually enjoyed this video. Now you know how to make your own cinematic setup for Browedit. This was the very end of the tutorial for Browedit 3. Thank you everybody who made it until here. Right now, if you learn all that I teach it, you are really expert in map designing. Cheers, Speedrun here. Much love. Peace.